What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Now, there's some rhetoric out there talking about that black women are actually God. Yeah, I'm talking like, I don't know, the God. I'm not too sure as to what the concept is of this. All I'm looking to do is really address it so that way we can really be able to get our people in the right mindset so we can move forward as a nation.
Is the sheep preaching hate when he says, I'm not going to let the wolf eat me anymore? If the wolf comes in here, next time he comes in here, I'll do whatever I have to do to keep him off my back. Is the sheep violent or is the wolf the violent one? He wasn't teaching hate, he was teaching common sense. You know, somebody's knocking you over the head, stop them. Do whatever you have to do to stop them. You know, the ones that were knocking him over the head were afraid of the fact that he might swing back. So they said, no, he's teaching hate, he's violent.
First of all, there's only one God, and that's Yahweh. That's it. There is no more. You know, and I understand the biblical verses where it says that we are like gods, but it does not say that we are the God. Not only that, you know, when it comes to the narrative being pushed by some guy out there, I totally forgot his name, but I will make a reference to the video that I've caught right now.
You said that basically when we peel back all the layers, the black woman is God. Before, I'm just repeating back what you said to let you know that I understood exactly what you said. You said, as you know, before we've adopted the thinking and ideologies of God, how we know it now, before that, or even if we take it away, we would see that the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, my question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
All right. Now, regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature. So somebody made up this whole father aspect. Man is something totally different. You grow into the man, but we go through stages in life to get to a man. So in regards to me, I had to go from an embryo, you know what I'm saying, to an infant, to a toddler, teenager, young adult, and then I graduated into a man. So when we're talking about those two terms, you know, you got to go to get to a man. And then when you're talking about a father, there's nowhere that there's a father in nature. So a father would be unnatural. That's just something to compete with the woman.
Okay, so you're saying that the father is unnatural, but the woman is natural.
Correct.
Do I have that correct? And you're
Correct,
saying
correct.
the reason why, you really didn't give a reason why the father would be unnatural. So what's your reasoning that the father is unnatural? Explain, give me some logic, however you could,
Right.
you know,
the logic
put it
was
together.
the logic was nature. I said that there was not a father found in nature. There's nowhere in nature that you can find a father. You have a male. So at the end of the day, there's no father. Father is a social construct. That's something to put itself into existence to be opposite of the mother. But there's no such thing really as a father.
Can you explain how the father is a social construct?
It's a social construct due to the fact is you're talking about a label that's being placed on a man being a father. Can you be a father at 12 years old?
I mean, I think I had when I was 12 years old, man. So
okay,
you could be a father when you're 12 years old. You could have definitely planted your seed in something. Yes. Let's just go with, do you think there's any differences between men and women?
It's kind of like you're trying to be condescending to the point where you have no comprehension. You don't have no comprehension in what I'm saying to you in a response to the point where you can't fathom it. What do you mean?
No.
I don't understand then you go to the next question after you sit there and tell me that you didn't understand shit. Like come on, bro. Like, we gonna turn this into is this some type of entertainment or something? I'm just asking you. I thought it was about the black woman as God. I don't know you. I didn't research you. I just came over here because okay. So what are we doing?
We'll speak in detail. What we're doing is having a discussion man to man, right? Mm-hmm. You just said that the man is a social construct.
I said the father is. You're saying that the man is. Right.
Okay,
let's just two things. You asked me about the man and the father.
You said, well, that, you know, because the father is, you know, not from nature. And I want you to explain how isn't the father not from nature? That's what I want you to do. I want you to explain how it's a social construct and it's not from nature. Because here's what I'll tell you. nothing grows unless a seed is planted. Nothing grows on this planet unless a seed is planted. And every man holds the seed in them. Every man holds the seed of life form. Life form in us. In your sack, if you have enough testosterone, but I know in my sack, I got at least 80 million of them little niggas moving around in there. You know what I'm saying? Most men do with a good amount of testosterone. So therefore we have seed, and the life form starts there. You won't have a plant if you don't plant a seed first. So you saying that a father is a social construct is a lie, is what I'm saying. Get to dispute the point that the father doesn't hold the seed. So we plant the seed in a woman, and then life grows from that. Women bring about life. The life form is actually in a man. So explain to me again how the father is a social construct when the father holds the seed and a woman holds nothing but eggs. She's waiting for a seed. Okay. You don't make sense, man. Let me hear you.
You haven't given me a chance to make sense. You're wrong. And you're wrong in the way to sit there and say that the sperm is a seed. How could you have seeds running up and through your body? That makes no sense. A seed is not a fucking tadpole with a tail. That's not a seed. So in regards to it, you're wrong. Now, if you're talking about an apple seed or orange seed, listen, an avocado seed or whatever the case may be, now we can get into the comparison on how the woman gives the man the whole body, the construct, the brain, the lungs, the face, the skin. She's creating a child within a womb. So she gives him the penis too. Did you forget that she gave him the sperm? So
can you explain in a scientific way, from a biological way, how doesn't a man hold the seed in the life form? You're just speaking, but I need you to peel back the layer to things and give facts. This podcast is called No Fugazi. So if I'm speaking, I'm always going to speak with facts. So here's a fact for you. The woman doesn't determine the sex of the baby. She has an X chromosome. The man holds the X and the Y chromosome, right? So here's science, right? So when a man has sex with a woman, he dictates the sex of the baby. So you just said, where do you get a penis from? Where do you get this from? Where do you get that from? You get that from the man, since the man determines the sex of the baby. Do you get it? Women only hold the X chromosome. Men hold the X and a Y. That's scientifically facts that proves that what you just said is nonsense, and men do dictate the sex of the baby. So if he's dictating the sex of the baby, let's peel the layer back even further. That means that the man actually dictates how many men are going to be in this world, how many women are going to be in this world. The list goes on and on. Your father dictated that you would have a beard. Your father dictated that you would have a beard and be a man, from what I could see. You get what I'm saying? Your mother didn't determine that. So you should be thanking your father, because your father truly created you.
All right, now welcome back. So yeah, this guy is obviously delusional. My thing is this, right? If black woman truly was God, then she would not need a man to create life. If she truly was God, then she would understand what to do and how to do it, and she would be placed in charge of man. If she truly was God, then she would be building the infrastructure that we know today. If she truly was God, then man would be relying on her for not only protection, for provisions, for safety, for security, for all these things, because she's the one who should be able to produce that. Now, what I'm trying to tell you here right now is that truly, what black women need is a black man. Black women are one of the most powerful versions of women on this planet, yes, but she is not God. The reason why I say this is because she can create all nations of people, whereas to where other nations of people cannot create a black woman. If we think about it and break it down here, the source of all nations is a black woman and a black man. But the life force comes from a black man. It comes from his genitals. The seed that he produces, millions of sperm cells that he produces, that is life. That's what's living. A man who's walking is walking with life, with the ability to produce and to give life. Whereas to where a woman can be able to create that life, to bring that life on to this earth. or to bring that life into to manifest it into reality. Until a man actually gives this woman life, she only can produce death. Her monthly purification is the only thing that produces death. The egg sheds, it dies, and during purification, it passes through the body. God is life. Then what is a woman? A woman is just a creation of the man. You can think of her as a clone. Is her position in the world any different from a man's? No, she has a very valuable position. She's a very powerful piece in this thing we call life, to keep the world, thriving and our and flourishing. You know what I mean? So she is just as important, because without her, we would not be able to manifest life and make it a reality, right? We can give life, but once it's time to manifest that life and bring that life into reality, that's the part that's her job to do. She has to nurture that seed. She has to grow that seed. She's the soil. And we're, of course, we're the planters. We're the farmer. You know what I mean? She's the soil. She brings that seed to life and gives it and brings it into reality. Beautiful, beautiful role to play. And it is nothing that's more important on this planet than that role to bring forth and manifest life. But you got to think about that in all aspects of what we are, the yin and yang, the balance. And we can't be a false balance. You can't have two people who are looking to lead one household. It has to be nicely balanced, perfectly balanced. So we complement each other. We need each other. Everybody has to work together in that way, right? To build a legacy, to build a nation of people. And the sooner that our women understand that their role is very important, but they are not the ones in charge. They are not the ones who's supposed to take the helm. They're not the ones who's supposed to be in a position of leadership. They're supposed to be the ones who's helping us accomplish goals and accomplish the things that we are set forth out to do, our purpose, our drive, us as the black man or any man. So I just thought I'd touch on it real quick. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my position on this? What did I'm actually bringing forth to you? I'm hoping that I'm explaining this properly, because we got a lot of people out here who are really pushing a really bad narrative onto our culture, onto our women, just as though the rap community has pushed a bad image out there. Now we have this guy who's pushing another image that is absolutely like ridiculous, right? So what do you guys think? Leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, light creates understanding. Understanding creates love. Love creates patience, and patience creates unity. This is your host, Barack, and I'm out. Peace. Shalom.